so that he would pull himself together and not panic. Then the enraged protagonist looked at the fighting knight and said that he did not panic, but thought. The angry knight looked back and said that he would not be able to hold back the monsters for long. Brown-haired held his shovel tightly, baring his teeth and thinking about what to do here with a tunnel with ants, coal and a dungeon. It was an ordinary light bulb in a black space. Then this light bulb began to emit streams of discharges in all directions above the protagonist's head. Lloyd immediately grabbed the torch in the wall. He took his shovel and torch and shouted to the knight that they needed to move forward to attack. The blue-haired knight continued to grin furiously and realized that it sounded crazy, but he ran to attack. Xavier then deftly cut all the ant bodies with his blade because he realized that there was a point in this. The main character bloodthirstily ran to attack with his torch together with the knight. From the palace came screams that there was bad news for the Baron. Arcus opened his mouth in horror, hearing about the mutant ants and trying to understand where his son was. He immediately opened his armor cabinet, and the assistant said that all the workers were successfully evacuated, but Sir Xavier was still there and Baron would soon seal the entrance to the mine. Arcus immediately began to put on his armor and wanted to hurry, tightening his belt. Xavier bloodthirstily chopped the ants, from which blue splashes of blood flew. The knight held the blade in front of him, looking back with anger, trying to understand why there were more and more ants. The protagonist at this time held a torch and shouted that now was not the time for talking, because he was very busy. They stood back to back and fought off the mutant ants from all sides, because he understood that it was good that they did not come out of their holes, but the situation itself was very terrible. The knight bowed his head and fought with anger, because he was almost at the limit and did not care that it was hot here and little air, but there were a lot of ants. At this time, the protagonist angrily bared his teeth, using his scanning vision, because he was trying to find methane in the dungeon. They continued to fight the ants, standing next to each other in the cave. He understood that coal was a place where methanogens were spreading, and because of this, layers of methane gas were hidden under all the mineral veins. He pulled out his burning torch and tried